Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have with us Murtaza Hasan. He came relatively very recent of March 2020, and a very interesting time to come to Canada. So anyway, without having me to introduce him, let's get started. So Murtaza, if you could get started by telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Murtaza Hassan, and I'm by profession I'm a mechanical engineer. I started my career as an integrity engineer, and then shifted to being a business intelligence profession. So I have come from Middle East. I worked there for almost 9 years, and then I came to Canada, and right now I'm working as a business intelligence specialist.
So you in the Middle East, you were working in oil and gas.
It was an oil and gas company, but my last position was as a manager business analysis.
Okay, so that helped you. So when you came here, you directly landed into the position, or you had to kind of steer yourself into the role?
No, I directly landed into the desired position actually. Yeah.
Interesting. Anything about this journey that you want to further expand on?
Definitely. So it's been a long journey. I wouldn't say a very long, but still there were some things that I learned on the way, and which I did may help other people as well. So first of all, the thing is that you need to get help, all the help you can get. So that's mainly by networking. So that's the first thing I did when I came here, and that's everyone is kept on telling me, okay, network as much as you can. But for a person who is new, it's rather difficult to do that at start, but gradually you understand how you do it, and that's a time taking process that you need to follow. But one of the resources that I found very helpful was the Calgary Catholic Immigration Society, who are doing employment workshop, 1 month workshop, and which was extremely helpful. I think that's the best decision I could make when I came to Canada, because there were areas that I didn't know how to access the job market and recruiters or their contacts, and that's an easy way to network because they already have contacts and they can get you in touch with them. And just knowing the fact there are people who will be willing to help you out, that's amazing. Then how to make your resume as per Canadian format, how to tailor your cover letters, how to update your LinkedIn profile, and the most important part for myself was the interview, because I think this was one of my weakness, which I really worked hard to improve it. So that's something I got from this workshop itself as well. And then the journey started. So there were a couple of things that I would like to emphasize on, and I would mention that really helped me, because once you come here, you will be told by a lot of people that 70 to 80% job market is hidden, so they won't even get advertised. So the frustrating part is, how do you get access to those job market? And the answer is that the first everyone tells is networking. That's right, the networking is there, but it's a slow process. For some people, it might be very fast. But other resources include recruiters, and that is something actually helped me find a job. And I will come to that later. How to find a good recruiter. The third thing is job fairs, and yeah, so these are other resources that you can use, because one thing I understood was, if the recruiters don't have access to that 70 to 80% job market, they can't do their business. So they need to have that access, and that's I actually understood when I got a job as well, and I will come to that point as well. So the recruiters, finding a good recruiter is also a blessing, because these people have their contact within the company. And I had with this recruiter, I had 3 interviews, and in each of the interview, he had appointed a different person who I was contacting to, and he was giving me insights. That meant they had each different person had their own contacts, internal contacts inside the company, and they were helping me get the job. So this is really important that you find a good recruiter. And the first thing is in finding a good recruiter is how you interact with the recruiter. So if you are able to impress them, and if you are able to tell them, okay, you are actually what they are looking for, they will give their best and they will give you the best services and they will try to find you a job. So this is something that really worked for me. Now, another thing is when I tailored my resume to Canadian format, it I still didn't get any interview calls. So it was getting frustrating and I was disheartened as well after spending 3 to 4 hours on every resume. And when you apply for 15 jobs and you don't get any response, you get frustrated and disheartened. So that's when I was introduced with the mentorship program. And I have currently 4 mentors, and that is also through a program called CRIEC, and also CCIS, which is the Calgary Catholic Immigration Society, who introduced to this program and have uh, patch up with different professionals in the industry. That actually helped me. Well, there is one of my mentor actually. He uh, gave me such insightful information of how to make up your resume that just after tailoring my resume based on his feedback, I was able to get 3 interviews in one line. So that was, I think, the best
Amazing.
change.
Amazing, amazing. On just in the interest of time, Murtaza, I just want to ask you one last question, and that is, if there is one advice that you had to give to new immigrants who just moving in, what would that be?
The best advice would be to just focus on, first of all, set your goal. This is very important because for myself also, I was confused whether I should go into oil and gas or business intelligence, and that is where you came in and you gave me the perfect advice. I think that's the best moment for me as well. And the second thing is not to give up hope. Use all the resources that are available for new immigrants. That's very important, and people are there who are going to help you out, and your time will also come.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Murtaza, today. I think this warrants a longer and a deeper discussion, and we will definitely do that in some future time. So we'll give your LinkedIn profile in the YouTube video at the bottom so people can reach out to you. So thank you so much today.
Definitely, my pleasure.